Devastating slow burn from fired pregnant secretary to explosive CEO queen drop. 128 BPM, solo piano to full dark corporate orchestra. Single mother corporate revenge to empire theme. Pregnancy dismissal letter to CEO nameplate aesthetic. Massive bass drop. Choir dark to triumphant. Key change at the international unveiling moment. Cold rain street to warm penthouse sunset finale. Pixar chibi drama, CEO queen, rise OST. Thrown away pregnant, came back as their boss anthem. They threw me away. Baby blazer and purple hair in a ponytail. Coffee on his desk every morning at 9. My name on the badge said executive secretary. But what we had after hours was something harder to define. He whispered, marry me someday, on a sofa with wine. And I wrote in my journal today, I tell him about the baby, our baby, with both hands on the place that would change everything. He couldn't look at me when he handed me the envelope, effective immediately, downsizing. I'm sorry, Rumi, but the chairman had already chosen, and the choice was not me. And the baby I was carrying didn't exist yet in any room they'd let me walk back into. They threw me away with a termination letter on a Tuesday. They threw me away, pregnant and penniless in the rain. The gift box in my hands was never opened. The news I came to share became the thing I carried down the elevator.
Contact me again, I'm sorry.
They threw me away with my employee badge and my leather planner and 6 years of 6 a.m. mornings and everything I had given. They threw me away, they threw me away. And the chairman's daughter got the title I was always worth. Night market noodles at a folding table because the hospital bill was real. And then it was real with 2 small buns and violet eyes that looked at me like I was the entire world. I'm off the floors and wrote proposals at 2 a.m. when she was sleeping. And Helena read my plan and said, child, this is worth funding. And I signed my name to something that had never had my name on it before. Then a second company, then a third, then the Kane Group scandal left a vacancy at the top, and the board reviewed the offers. And Lee International was the highest bid in the building with Kane in gold letters on the glass. Read something different the morning I walked in as owner. They asked me at the shareholders meeting, is this personal? And I said, everything I have built is professional. The personal part was the 2 a.m. noodles and the hospital gown and the baby who never knew she was the reason they threw me away.
Breaking news this hour, Lee International has announced a hostile takeover of Kane Group. The stock battle has officially begun.
They threw me away. Mira is in handcuffs now for the fraud she ran from inside the company that used to own me. They threw me away, they threw me away. And the empire they built to exclude me is the empire.
Prepare the final phase.
I came back
Victory
to
is
transform.
imminent.
At the school gate he came, with purple flowers and gray at his temples, and 6 years older eyes that finally understood what they had handed back to him in a termination envelope. Min shook his hand like a little executive and asked him if he liked books because mommy taught her to read a lot. And I watched my daughter in a Navy school uniform and understood that the worst day of my life was the first day of the life I was meant to live. Threw me away. I came back as their queen.
Make sure everything is
Threw
prepared.
me away. And then asked from the balcony,
and the team is ready.
Mommy, will I be CEO someday? And I said, my darling, you will be whatever you decide to be, and no one will ever take that choice from you. They threw me away. The photo of young pregnant me alone in the rain is on my desk now, so I never forget how far one envelope can send a woman before she realizes it sent her exactly where came back as their queen. Lead International in gold letters on the building that used to bear the name of the man who couldn't look at me when he handed me the paper that started everything. They threw me away. They threw me away. And I came back as their queen. They threw me away, pregnant and penniless. I came back as their queen. For every single mother who was ever cast aside, your baby is your strongest motivation. The empire they built to exclude you can become the empire you inherit and transform.
It can't be.
Sometimes the worst day of your life
That girl at the school
is the first day of your life.
Yes, she is. Her
You
name
were
is Min.
meant to
She's
live.
6 years old. And she has never asked about her father.
My
Because
darling.
I've given her a full life without needing one.
6 years.
The
I missed
empire
6 years
is
of my
yours.
daughter's life because of one cowardly decision. The court
Fade
deemed it just
to gold.
compensation for your actions, but I didn't see her grow up.
If you want to eat or end meeting her, you need to prove you deserve her. Not in one day.
Navy blazer and purple hair in a ponytail, coffee on his desk every morning at 9. My name on the badge said executive secretary, but what we had after hours was something harder to define. He whispered, marry me someday on a sofa with wine, and I wrote in my journal, today I tell him about the baby, our baby, with both hands on the place that would change everything. He couldn't look at me when he handed me the envelope, effective immediately. Downsizing, I'm sorry, Rumi, but the chairman had already chosen. And the choice was not me. And the baby I was carrying didn't exist yet in any room they'd let me walk back into. They threw me away with the termination letter on a Tuesday. They threw me away, pregnant and penniless in the rain. The gift box in my hands was never open. The news I came to share became the thing I carried down the elevator alone. They threw me away with my employee badge and my leather planner, and 6 years of 6 a.m. mornings, and everything I have given. They threw me away, and the chairman's daughter got the title I was always worth. Night market noodles at a folding table because the hospital bill was real and mint was real, with 2 small buns and violet eyes that looked at me like I was the entire world. On my floors and wrote proposals at 2 a.m. when she was sleeping in hell, and